We don't understand the purpose of sadness, and this is creating a mental health crisis. There's actually a very clear action tendency to sadness, and we do not allow for it in our culture, and then it's creating massive depression across this country, across the world. So the whole point of sadness is for you to reach out to others for support when you're sad. And the way that sadness is meant to work is that I feel sad, I talk about it with somebody that cares about me, and then they offer support and empathy to me because they can feel my sadness. So the whole point of me feeling sad is for them to notice that they need to help me because I tell them that I'm sad. I kind of showcase my sadness, and then they help me. If you think about it, it's actually quite genius. And if I went to someone and I didn't have sadness, it would be really hard for them to help me, right? Like, we often have the most empathy for people who are the most sad. And this is how it's supposed to work. It's how it's supposed to work if kind of things were not broken. The problem is most of us have a lot of shame when we feel sad. So this breaks a lot of this kind of mechanism that's supposed to kind of allow us to support each other. And so, if I feel sad, I feel shame. I don't go say anything about it. I'm just kind of sad by myself, and I withdraw, and I feel more and more and more sad. And the whole point of sadness is it's trying to get me to go reach out to people that can help me. And so if I don't complete that sequence, I'm just going to keep feeling sad and more sad and more sad. It's trying to get me to go find support. That's why it feels bad. Like, it's trying to get me to do something so that I don't feel it anymore. And that's the whole point of negative emotions. The reason they feel so bad is because they're trying to get us to go do something because they know that, they feel bad. So we want to get rid of them. And we've completely misunderstood sadness. Like, I don't know if it's the culture, whatever, I don't know why. But basically, we kind of shame sadness, and we close down, we stay by ourselves, and we can't complete that sequence that needs to be completed. And sadness needs to go. I feel sad. It triggers me to reach out to someone. They witness my sadness, they have empathy, and they offer either emotional support, which is really not doing anything, just kind of like validating, I'm here for you. Or they offer resources, or they offer like advice, some type of resource, whether it's purely emotional or it's physical or whatever. But this is literally the whole point of that emotion, and we've completely missed this. And so we're all out here just like being like, oh, I guess I'm just depressed now. And I'm not saying that there isn't like real clinical depression. There definitely is. But I think a lot of this does contribute, like this like misunderstanding of sadness does contribute to this. And I'm not saying there's no depression. I completely agree that there is depression. Different topic, but I'm saying this can be related, and we need to really treat sadness with some respect here. Like, we need to understand what it's for. It's not like, the mind is here to like make you feel miserable for no reason. Like, that isn't the point of humans. We didn't evolve this way. And so you need to be able to kind of be vulnerable enough to express the sadness in order to seek resources. And I understand that not everybody has somebody to talk to. Not everybody has social support. But there are small things that you can start doing. There's communities online. Like, Reddit has tons of communities in which people can talk about kind of the things that they're experiencing. So that's maybe one small free step, right? You could go try to see a therapist, some type of mental health professional. Small steps to gain resources to help you with what you're dealing with. Sadness is telling you, I cannot deal with what I'm dealing with on my own. I need to go seek help. That's basically what your brain has decided. It's like, this is, I can't do this on my own, and nobody can do it on their own. Like, nobody. We're not made for that. And so it's telling you, you need to go seek resources. You need to go get help. You need some social support. And this could just be literally like the validation of another person saying, hey, I see that you're sad. Things are hard. I'm here for you. And sometimes that's all we need. It doesn't have to be extravagant. So showcase your sadness to the people that care about you. This is the whole point of sadness. And until we complete that sequence, sadness is going to stay there because it wants you to complete this sequence. And so if you don't want to feel sad, you're going to have to take a step. You're going to have to seek resources. You're going to have to seek social support, because in this way, like, the mind is almost like machine-like, in that it's like, if this happens, then that happens. If, I perceive myself to need more resources, more social support, I'm going to initiate sadness sequence, and I'm not going to stop initiating sadness sequence until this person gets that resource. And so I think we really need to remove this shame from sadness, because it's inhibiting people from engaging in this sequence. Like, you should feel sad. We're super disconnected these days. Like, there's so many reasons why this world is not created for the human mind. It's okay to feel sad. It's normal, but you need to complete the sequence. That's the problem that's happening, is that we're not completing that sequence because we feel like we shouldn't feel sad. We don't understand sadness, or we kind of hope it'll magically go away. That's not really how the mind works. You need to complete the action tendency of the emotion in order to help the emotion process through.